Huge developments from the Santiago Bernabéu as Newcastle United make a move for Endrick, while Real Madrid continue to plan for the future with transfer targets like William Saliba and Ibrahima Konaté. Plus, we'll dive into Arda Güler's incredible performance, which reminded fans of Mesut Özil in his prime. In this video we'll cover Endrick's possible January loan to Newcastle and Madrid's stance, Fabrizio Romano's latest update on Saliba and Konaté, Real Madrid's flying start to the season under Xabi Alonso, Arda Güler's rise and comparisons to Mesut Özil. One of Real Madrid's top talents is willing to make the move to Newcastle United in the January transfer window, according to a staggering report in the Spanish media, but his latest actions suggest otherwise. Newcastle were active in the summer transfer window with the Premier League club's owners, Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund (PIF), determined to build on last season's success. Under manager Eddie Howe, Newcastle won the Carabao Cup and also finished in the Premier League top 5, allowing them the chance to compete in the Champions League in the 2025-26 campaign. Anthony Elanga, Jacob Ramsey, Nick Woltemade, Yoane Wissa, Malik Thiaw, Aaron Ramsdale and Antonio Cordero were the major signings that Newcastle made in the summer, with Sean Longstaff and Alexander Isak among those who left St. James' Park for good. Newcastle's start to the season has been disappointing, with the Magpies picking up just 6 points from 5 matches in the Premier League and also losing to Barcelona in the Champions League. While Woltemade has done well for Newcastle, Yoane Wissa has had injury problems and William Osula is only 22. Newcastle United are reportedly searching for a new striker, and Real Madrid youngster Endrick has emerged as a strong link. According to Italian outlet TuttoJuve, Newcastle have already prepared an official proposal to sign the 19-year-old forward in the January transfer window, after previously attracting interest from Juventus in the summer of 2025. This news followed a claim from Fishages, a source known for being less reliable, that suggested Endrick could join Newcastle on loan. Now Inotices has added fuel to the speculation, reporting on September 24 that Newcastle have indeed made a recent offer, even describing it as a bombshell, with suggestions that Endrick could leave Madrid in January to join St. James' Park on loan. It is a loan offer for the Brazil international striker, who is said to be open to the move to St. James' Park and play under Howe. While Madrid president Florentino Perez and manager Xabi Alonso believe that a loan could be positive for the 19-year-old, they don't want to lose control over Endrick's development. Endrick makes Brazil's sacrifice to stay at Real Madrid. One must note that Newcastle's links with Endrick are being drummed up mainly by the Spanish press. There is nothing concrete in the English media at the moment that suggests that Newcastle are planning a loan bid for Endrick. So one needs to take these rumors with a pinch of salt, especially when one considers how highly Madrid rate the striker. Madrid struck a €70 million, £61.2 million, $82.2 million, deal with Palmeiras back in December 2022 for Endrick when he was only 16 years of age for the striker to join up with the Spanish club in the summer of 2024. The striker made 37 appearances for Madrid last season, scoring 7 goals and providing 1 assist in the process. Endrick has only just returned to full fitness after recovering from a muscle injury. With Kylian Mbappé the clear number 1 striker for Madrid manager Xabi Alonso, who also has Gonzalo Garcia at their disposal, Endrick will be aware that his playing time will be limited. However, Endrick is determined to be successful at Madrid, with the striker turning down the chance to play for Brazil at the FIFA U20 World Cup to focus on Madrid, according to Football España. Sport reported on September 4 that Valencia were among the clubs that wanted to sign Endrick in the summer of 2025, with Juventus, Real Sociedad and Getafe also showing interest. However, Endrick refused to leave in the summer, according to the Spanish publication, which shows how determined the 19-year-old Brazil international striker is to make a name for himself at Madrid. Latest Real Madrid news: Kylian Mbappé trump card, Ryan Gravenberch truth. While Endrick could leave Madrid in January, a top Bayern Munich star could arrive at the Santiago Bernabéu next summer. Real Madrid are in the market for another central defender next summer, and 2 of the Premier League's finest are in their crosshairs. French duo Ibrahima Konaté and William Saliba have been linked to the club for much of 2025, but Fabrizio Romano has explained that there is a difference in Real Madrid's approach to both players. The reason Los Blancos want another central defender after spending €60 million on Dean Huijsen is that they expect both David Alaba and Antonio Rudiger to move on next summer at the end of their contracts. It would leave Xabi Alonso with just 3 natural options. William Saliba's situation depends on Arsenal. Fabrizio Romano has revealed on his podcast that the situation regarding Saliba depends entirely on Arsenal. While Real Madrid are interested in Saliba and feel he is one of the best signings they could make, Arsenal are in contract talks with the Frenchman. Only if Arsenal fail to get a deal done before next summer, when he enters the final year of his deal, will they make a move for him. Ibrahima Konaté not in active talks with Liverpool. Meanwhile, Konaté is seemingly keen to make the switch to Real Madrid, and he can sign a deal with them in just 3 months' time. Beyond that, Liverpool are not in active talks to extend Konaté's deal at this point, which increases the chance of a move taking place. Giovanni Leone injury could change situation. However, Diario AS say that a cruciate ligament injury to Giovanni Leone, ruling him out for most of the season, could change the situation with Konaté. Leone was tipped to grow under Arne Slot this season before taking on an important role, but Liverpool could now revisit a renewal for Konaté, or attempt to move for Marc Guéhi again as a result. Real Madrid's victory over Levante on Tuesday marked their 6th straight win in La Liga, and 7 in a row across all competitions under Xabi Alonso, continuing a fantastic start to the season. One of the standout performers was Arda Güler, who has become a key figure this season, starting all but one of Madrid's matches so far. That's a major change from last year, when his minutes were very limited and he rarely got the chance to showcase his talent. Against Levante, Güler delivered such an impressive display that many Madrid fans were reminded of Mesut Özil. His vision, passing, and creativity on the ball carried shades of the former Bernabéu favorite, bringing back memories of Özil's classic performances in a white shirt. That is not to say he was just as good, but it was cool to see just the way Güler passed the ball, his vision, his dribbling. It was good to see. Better yet, Güler has also formed a brilliant partnership with Kylian Mbappé, and that also reminds fans of Özil's partnership with Cristiano Ronaldo back in the day. There are more similarities than differences, and of course that does not mean Güler will become or not become the same quality of player as Özil was, but it certainly puts a hint of reminiscence and pride into Real Madrid fans who have been around for long enough to see both those players live. Güler is still only 20 years old, so there is much he can and has to improve on, but it is good to see how much he has learned from Özil, both during their time at Fenerbahce and in general. It will be interesting to see the trajectory of his career. Güler has a few things he needs to improve on, for example, his defensive solidity and playing against more physical players. However, it is good to see how much he has already improved on that since his first season at the club. There is a long way to go, but Real Madrid fans must be proud of the way Güler has been performing under Xabi Alonso so far. From Endrick's future and Madrid's defensive transfer plans, to Arda Güler's magical performance, Los Blancos look stronger than ever under Xabi Alonso. With Kylian Mbappé leading the line and young stars shining, Madridistas have every reason to be excited for the season ahead. What do you think, Madridistas? Should Endrick go on loan to Newcastle for more minutes? And do you see Arda Güler becoming the next big star like Özil once was? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more Real Madrid news, transfer updates, and match reactions every week.